Hello everyone, this is It Gaming and this is my rendition of shapes.io. For these videos, I'm not gonna focus on the gameplay and focusing on this one. Instead, I'm gonna share some tips and tricks about this scalable factory, which I found pretty easy to do. So the first one, we have to understand what is a scalable factory. So basically, scalable factory is when you use a design like this, which allows you to expand to infinity. Okay, and now let us look at some experiment. I'm gonna delete this. This is some experiment that we're gonna do, which will involve in these two shapes. I think I'm gonna change it to here. Yeah, because we have this one. Oh no. I didn't copy it properly. There are this one. Okay, so when you use a design or a scalable factory design, it allows you to give almost an unlimited input. That's the important thing, and you should know that on this kind of game, input will always affect your output. So whatever you put it in, you can get it out in the same way. So let's try to measure this one. We do measurement. For starters, I'm just gonna do this one. Okay, this is some basic color. So this is the input. Now as you can see that there is a comparison here. The input is about maybe 12, 13, but as you can see, it is stacked here. So what it means, you can always copy this scalable factory. When you use scalable factory, you can always copy this and getting more output for the same amount of input. And now as you can see, the problem arises because when you use a scalable factory design, this input is still the same. See, so however you want to do this, probably in hope of you're gonna get more output. Actually, if your input is not enough, as you can see like this, it doesn't even reach this side. So that's why I think scalable factory is really important, and putting some design. So as you can see, now you can do an approach of this. This looks very jump, but in my opinion, this is very efficient. Yes, as you can see this. And just look at the production. Okay. Now it is about 30 per second in one bell. But now the problem also arises. How? And if you can see this is also stacked up. So this factory creates faster than these dudes. And that is why if you use one input, you always have to use two outputs for the same amount of strength. And this is what I based my observation on. And if you can see this, even this is not enough. See, this is not enough. And that is why you can always do this to make a tree. To make a tree, so you get the same amount of those. But so the problem also arises. Your input, you need more input. So that is why I think scalable factory design is very important, because what I can do is I'm gonna cut this one and I'm gonna move this one step backwards, and that's as simple as that. I can also make this tidier. Now it is the same input as before, but when you can see this, I can put another one. I can put another one for this man. Yeah. So your input and output will always be insane. Wait. So, as you can see right now, we already have the mechanics of this scalable factory. We got three inputs are available and coming, and we got these outputs are available. Not fully transformed outputs, and that is fine, but almost full. This is almost full also, and this is almost full. But you get the point that alongside the way, the scalable factory will allow you to expand more and more. Expand more and more. Like this. Oh no, it's great. But my point is, the scalable factory will allow you to move towards infinity. Why? Because you can also do this. You can put a buffer. For example, if you think that, oh, this is very inefficient, that's fine. And you put this. And then you stop that, and then you create another place. This. And then just simply do this. And as simple as that, you get another output of this blue by reaching this one. And that is the main logic behind the scalable factory, that I want to create a huge number of infinitely expandable factory that allows me to create a lot of things like this. It is almost 45 per second, and as you can see, our output is nowhere near that amount. Wait. It is even 30 per second. This is almost reached 45 per second. But the complexity increases, and etc. And that is why the planning is really important, because as you can see, the problem from this one, it is way too jumbled. It is way too jumbled. But the benefit is, if you have enough input, you can create enough output. So that is why I have a build have to build a scalable factory which allow me to expand forever and ever. So that is how I approach this game. That I have a scalable factory like this. I make it step by step. I create the colors locally, which means I don't supply it from one place so it gets spaghettified or jumbled. I think this is pretty neat for me because it doesn't jumble. It has a lot of space, and that is why I think this game, what this game offers is you have no enemies here. See, you even don't spend any resources except for copying and pasting, surely. And I'm trying to use that to my advantage because it literally have no cost. You can build anywhere, everywhere, expand to infinity, and it will make your life easier. Because as you can see, this is pretty simple, right? If you want to build more output, just expand it into another place. For example, this one, if you can see this, this is already a 2 full belt output. And when I'm look at this, oh, I need more of this. Then I tracking back to wherever this place started and see, okay, so the problem is this. Then I'm tracking back again and I see, oh look, the problem is this. So yeah, so that's fine because that's how we approach it. So we can copy pasting more and more, and that's how I play this game, how I approach this game. Because if you see, most of people build an all everything factory, on all everything machines that create everything. But the problem is I cannot understand or applying those procedures because this game actually designed us to be more active at every shapes that come and every shapes that go. It designed us to be more active and put a lot of effort creating one of these. So yeah, this is shape for this is for this, and this factory is from this. Well, I don't actually think that there is an ideal way of playing one game because it is all about preferences, but that is my argument. Okay, let's see filter like this one. Now if you create a machine that how do you say it? A machine that creates everything, it would be very simple because you need this shuriken yellow and the cyan color and just create it. Simple, right? And yeah, but I love to have another approach of this game, which is creating one by one and separating all of them and then making them as one, because that is what I easily understand. Yeah, so that's how I approach this game. And yeah, so that's how I approach the game, especially this scalable factory. Oh, where is it? Oh no, it's it. Oh, this one. So you can see that there is a lot of input that you can do and output that you can do. For example, if I want to move it further away, of course I would have to change to I would have to change it into these shapes. Wait. Here you can say that this is an upscaling version of this coloring virtually. But yeah, that's how it works. It is easier for me to understand it in such a way that allows me to expand more and more till infinity, which is probable but not. Yeah, I think this game challenges us to make more of infinity. Now I have these 4 outputs, and then I'm gonna use this one also to make outputs. So yeah, that's what I mean, that this scalable factory will make you able to expand more and more, because simply by dragging and pasting, well, as you can see right now, it is a little bit jumbled, but I think that's fine. That's perfectly fine. See that? Look at about how much output it produced, and when it is starting to staying like this, just okay, I'm gonna copy and paste. And you don't need to think a lot about those. When the output is enough, you just expand. This is my ideal way of doing things, because as you can see, it creates almost 64 per second, and if you see this, 64 per second is an ideal way. You can do this, you can up to tier infinity, I think. Yeah, but that takes so much work. Yes, that takes so much work. And yeah, that's what this game all about. Yes, so I'm gonna delete this. Yes, so I think that's all for today, and I think I'm not gonna continue playing this game because I haven't how do you say it, I haven't had any in a way I don't think that I'm have any time to play this game again, because this game, it is really monotonous for the long run, and my computer is actually not that strong to handle the FPS. As you can see, I have crashed this game for about 2 and 3 times because it crashed. So yeah, I do hope that these last videos of this game will enlighten you how I approach this game, especially using this kind of expandable factory, not expandable, expandable factory. So yeah, that's that. I think that's all for today, and I really hope to see you soon with another game that I'm going to play, and I will continue this game when I have gotten more powerful laptop. Okay, so thank you all for watching, and this is Sid Gaming, and thank you.